All right, so this is part 3 now on Tuesday, the 5th of September, 2017, and yeah, I've recovered from my delirium. It's funny, people want to categorize me, they want to box me up, they want to ship me off, they want to shut me up, they want me to get out of the way, they want me to get out, they want me to not come back. There's all kinds of people that want all kinds of things from me, and I don't seem to be very cooperative. Although I want to be a servant. Interest. My interest is always in making sure that the hellish existence that has been my life is not repeated for other people. I think that's really the bottom line, is that I don't want all the garbage, all the pain, all the agony, all the suffering. Paul, who wrote Philippians, I believe Paul wrote Philippians, write me if I'm wrong. He went through a lot of hellish experiences. He was shipwrecked and imprisoned, and the Lord struck him down off of a horse and blinded him, and he went through some stuff. And he also, in Philippians, it says, if you have any compassion, any grace, any kindness, any mercy, then make my joy complete by having an interest in other people and what they want. And I mess up plenty, but the thing is that I mess up plenty, but the thing is that I know that my heart is in the right place. I know that my heart is in the place of wanting to be of service and of love and kindness and mercy. And I know that there's not a bone in my body that wants to hurt other people, punish them, ridicule them, make them feel less than. I certainly don't want to stir up any trouble anywhere, and I seem to stir up trouble even with people that I love the most. I'm hard to live with sometimes because I'm so stubborn, and I want to do it. I want to do it the way that I believe is right, and sometimes it doesn't sit well with people who want to do it just any old way. And I'll stick to my guns on some things because I know that it's going to be the best. Today I worked on putting away a lot of the lath. We had a lot of lath that I took out of the house, and there's a big train sitting here. Wow. Huh. It's just a big giant train just sitting there. He's just like about 50, no, only 20 yards, about 20 yards from the thing, but he's just sitting there like he's on a break or something. I don't know, it's funny. But I'll go to the mat for some things. Like I was thinking about today. Mama was so proud of me when she saw that I took the whole ceiling down and all the stuff was on the floor, and we swept it up. And yeah, look, we're done. See, that was so easy. And I was thinking today, going, I'm still cleaning up the debris. I'm still cleaning up the mess. I haven't even finished the room yet. I've still got to get the rail in. I've got to get a shelf for the security system. I've got to drill a hole through. I've got to get a cable. I mean, there's like a dozen little things. And the back porch is like a disaster. There's just wood and fibers and screws and nails and parts and tools. And so it's turning out to be just like the first room I did. It's not as easy. It looks a lot easier on, if you're just looking at one little part. Look, you're all done. It'd be like skiing a slalom. Well, look, you're all done. You got there. I haven't skied a slalom yet, but I'm there. Life is not quite as easy and simple and quick as people like to make it. And yet when I get done, like Frank Lloyd Wright, the famous architect, who he would charge people more than they could afford, really. He would charge them more than they agreed on. He would charge them through the nose at some points. And they were like, we only had $20,000. We can't afford $50,000. But then they would look at what he did. They'd go, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You know, Frank Lloyd Wright was the man. Frank Lloyd Wright. He knew how to rock a building. He knew how to build a complex that was amazing. I remember Johnson & Johnson. They were interested in having Frank Lloyd Wright build a building. And so they contracted him to build the building. But Frank Lloyd Wright, he did not want to build the building in the little town that Johnson & Johnson had always been in. He said, I want to put you over here. And they were like, Mr. Johnson was like, no, sir. No, sir. No, don't think so. Wouldn't be prudent. And so he refused to move. Well, Frank Lloyd Wright said, that's fine, I'll build your building, but you're not going to get one window. Frank Lloyd Wright was not interested in just building, you know, so he didn't give him any windows. But he gave him skylights, amazing skylights. And the building had these like little tulips or little mushrooms that would come up. At the top was a skylight. And the local engineer, I've told this story before, the local engineer came out and said, Remember Jurassic Park? That was my favorite part, was that computer going, Then the guy who put that into the thing, the little Raptor or whatever, that little weasel character, little dinosaur character, ate him alive. It's like, so much for not being meat eaters, you know. And he was going, He had his glasses, and he had this scheme. He had this knuckleheaded scheme to get a lot of money, and he had a whole plan, and he was kind of, and life has a way of messing up our plans. Certainly, I never planned when I was a boy to end up where I am today. I mean, if you would have told me that I was going to be in a situation that I am now, I never would have believed you. In 50 million years, it just would never. I would have said no. I would have told you I'm not coming back to Pomona. I mean, I left Pomona and shook the dust off my feet. But God's got a funny sense of humor, because here I am. I'm back in Pomona, and I'm kind of liking it. You know, San Dimas is around the corner for shopping, and you know, I'm living in a really groovy place that I'm getting to express all of my inner environmental design roots, and I've got a lovely family that adores me, and I love them, and we're working out our differences, our druthers. Interest. God is so interested in you and I. God is so interested in you and I. God is so interested in you and I. Judah Smith has a great way of putting it. He talks about the so love of God, the so love of God. God so loved, so loved, so loved. And if you love someone, you're interested in them. I mean, I love Blue Bloods with Tom Selleck. I love Mark Harmon and NCIS. I love those shows. I mean, I just love the themes, the morals, the character, the family. I mean, I was bawling my eyes out a few minutes ago just thinking about little Jimmy, you know, and he's on the ledge and he's got this little box, and they put in the lunch box, they put a mic, and they said, well how's the mic going to work? He's just going to throw the box away. And, oh no, Jimmy never litters. Sounds like me. I would never throw the box over there. We'll keep the box right here. So the box had a mic in it to where they could hear everything that was going on the ledge. And Jimmy, unbeknownst to himself, he didn't realize that his whole team was listening. They were all there, loving and caring for him, and he confessed about his passion for. He confessed about his passion for this truck that's trying to cut me out there. So I'm waving now. Remember that time I was in the Devo and the truck ran into me? So I made myself a little bigger than normal there. The truck was trying to cut me out. I'm already right up here at the front of the truck. I mean, nobody's behind me, so I'm not going to just duck out. You know, that's kind of crazy. So, I have a definite interest in certain shows. I watched The Good Fight. I love that show. That was a really classy show. I don't know the name of the main actress, but it was an incredible show. People are just breaking the law like there's no tomorrow. There's no highway patrol. There's nobody. You know, they just going crazy, breaking the law. It's just crazy. I have a real interest in being a rule. I'm a rule follower. You know, when I take the young people in the morning, I say, look, you know, until they step off the crosswalk, we can't be in the crosswalk. That's against the rules, you know, and follow all the rules. And I'm always real careful. I had a real terrible day today. It was a tough day. I just wanted to print out this little form and mail it back to the school district with my change of address. And the email locked me out. I was like, really? I knew it was going to be a 5-hour master fight. You know, just like because for some reason it's just insane. The thing, it's like, it doesn't accept my password. It's always trying to cut me out. It's like, I've been hacked several times. So I'm hoping they don't hack me now. I'm hoping. My life's very interesting. I remember I've told you this a bunch of times too, that Orson Welles is the third man. The little Greek music, and then Orson comes on with his inimitable voice, his beautiful voice Orson Welles had. He's gone now, but I remember him very well, and he would say, Harry Lime had many lives. He was a detective, and he was a chef, and he was a steward, and he was a taxi driver, and he died in a sewer beneath Vienna. Yes, Harry Lime had many lives, and I can recount all of them. How do I know? Well, it's very simple. Because my name is Harry Lime. And you're like, you're listening to the radio. You know, I listened to the radio in the mid '80s because KNX 1070 used to have this really cool hour of retro shows. You know, and I taped them all on cassette tape. I would put the little cassette tape and I just tape it. You know, real high tech stuff. You know, and so. I would hear that and go, whoa. Because, he said, and Harry Lime died in the sewer. Okay, well, that's it. But then he'd go on, and then every show would be one of his adventures. One of the things that Harry Lime had done. One of the places Harry Lime had been. And it's like, whoa, so cool. And, of course, Orson Welles, like Marlon Brando, just a classic actor. Just amazing. I feel like I'm sort of in that. I'm not Orson Welles or Marlon Brando, but I have had quite a bit of life go underneath me, and guess what? God loves all of it. I'm out of time. I can't believe we were out of time again. This is like the third or fourth episode here. Well, listen, give me a call, 213-713-8954, 8954 green, att.net, on the Twitter, Mr. Bob 8954. Got the old swagger back. And, of course, you're watching Bob's Daily Devo on YouTube. Lord bless you today. It's been an amazing Tuesday. And just think, Wednesday is tomorrow. Yeah, another day with Jesus. Amen. Amen.